This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at Cine Expo 2021. Cine this year is not in the Hollywood Hills like it might look like from this background, and we're actually not on the show floor. We're upstairs in an office, and we're able to be maskless up here like we couldn't on the show floor, and we're able to do it because we have this nice SoftDrop, and that's a product of Rosco, and Phil Greenstreet is the man that handles the SoftDrop for Rosco, the manager of product development.
Yes.
What's new with SoftDrop?
Well, SoftDrop remains the same as it has been essentially. It's a cotton fabric that's printed to make a backdrop. What I guess is new is the way that people are using it and the way that we've learned over the last few years to light it. So it continues to surprise us, even the things you can do with it. It's quite an adaptable product in a way that we didn't think it was going to be at the beginning, because it seems so basic, but there's a lot of legs in this product.
So that's the Griffith Observatory.
Yep.
And what are some of the other backgrounds that you have?
Well, in rental inventory, we have maybe 1,000 in the US, but in terms of the library, we have maybe 10,000 images, which the last count, I believe, we had stills from 35 countries and motion plates from 30.
And you used to go out and take most of those yourself.
I used to. I mean, I still do a good percentage of the U.S. business, but we have other people in other places. So my opposite number in Berlin, Sarah, she does a lot of the European stuff. We also have somebody in Australia, another person in New Zealand who just came on board. So we're expanding as the global market expands.
And these can be front lit or backlit.
So this one is one of the front lit for day, backlit for night. We do them that are just front lit, and we'll also do a backlit night, which adds extra punch. So you can have it the same image printed front and back.
Now, how might these typically be used? Outside a window in a set? And
typically, yeah. I mean, that's the sort of standard everyday use is somewhere around 16 feet, 5 meters off the window. And then you can change between day and night, and some stages in between as well. You get a good twilight look out of it. But something that's sort of popping up a little more often now is using it as a set extension for interiors, which is one of the things that we hadn't really thought through. But it does a nice job.
Screen?
Instead of green screen, in terms of if you're going to put something down a corridor and you've got green light coming off it, then you've got green reflections in everything. If you have something that's about the right color, it may not be a particularly high-res image, but all of the reflections are going to be the right color, so that then all you have to replace at the end of the day is the image. And of course, if you do this high-res enough, you don't have to replace that either, but most people seem to be going, replace the main image, but keep the reflections, because they're all good.
And if they want to draw on top of that, they can add
and
detail
then, yes,
or whatever they want.
You can add ducks flying by. You can add whatever takes your fancy. Aliens flying by, I guess, would be the standard.
Virtual production, where they're shooting against LED screens. How's that impacting the use of these?
We found that they're actually quite complementary in some ways. I mean, it helps that Rosco's a lighting company, so we don't just print backdrops. We make lights, so we can, and the lights that we make they have a very broad spectrum, so that we can use those to tune to actually match an LED screen. And what it comes down to at the end of the day is content. I mean, it's a picture that's put up there somehow. So whether it's put up on an LED screen or put up on a piece of fabric, it's kind of the same process. In fact, we're now at the point where people are asking us to use our backdrop images for LED screens, because we have all this massive library of 180 degree or 360 degree views.
So they build the volume based on your images.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of the volumes are sort of semicircular, so they really fit with the stuff that we've already shot. And we've got images that would be phenomenally expensive to go get. I shot off the roof of one of the opera houses in Venice, so we literally have a 360 degree view of the rooftops of Venice. And just getting permission to shoot there alone would be almost impossible. But it's in our library, so you want it, we got it.
You know, it's not simple to build one of these LED walls.
No.
It's quite expensive, and you have to
Yeah.
build it in 3D. And this, you know, if you just need something outside a window, it's
Oh,
really
definitely.
a
I mean,
fast,
it's
simple solution.
It's in our experience is about a quarter of the price or less than going with the full LED. I mean, it doesn't do as much, but with a little bit of help and some theatrical effects, you can make things happen on the drop that you would be surprised by. You can make lights flash, you can make cars move, you can have clouds move across the sky. So there's a lot more life in this thing yet.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome. Thank you.